All right, we are live. Congratulations, Badger, for I believe it was Badger for for getting who redeemed first. So let's thank you for redeeming your daily book and welcome in. Great to see you. Yay! Um, how are you doing? We should move over to the game before I forget. Um, I'm good. I almost forgot that I was streaming today because I was playing Baldur's Gate. Um, and then I was getting myself something to drink, and I was like, "Hey, wait, am I supposed to be? Oh yeah, that's that time." So, I'm good. I'm good. Otherwise, it is hot in here though. Just realizing that. Fan on here. Yes, I did stream that yesterday. So technically, the character that I streamed yesterday is not the character I was playing today. I now have two characters, one for stream, one for like the personal stuff. I can already tell you that the experience is wildly different. Wildly different. Um, and I think Baldur's Gate is going to make it into the regular rotation. I think it's gonna become. I don't know if I was going to like specific like I just pick another day or what, but I'm going to keep playing it, and I'm going to. I'm in love. I will say there was probably a reason why. The only reason why I hadn't picked the game up yet is just I kept forgetting to purchase it, and then my wonderful hubby spoiled me yesterday, and he picked it up for me, and I have been struggling to put it down. So I was struggling to put it down. I will say, from everything I've heard online, like every playthrough you go through, no matter if the choices you make are the same, you're going to get different rolls, so you're going to end up with different outcomes occasionally. Like, it's a 50-50 chance with a different outcome, right? Okay, not exactly a 50-50 chance. It's like, the percentages are different, but you could end up with a wildly different playthrough, even if you do all the same story beats. Because in my stream playthrough, the druids are all dead. Didn't save the child. And that's just the first location. In the other playthrough, I did manage to save the druids and the child. And I'm very proud of myself. um, but yeah. I feel like we're about to run into a whole slew of cutscenes here. I can't remember. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal pension. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alvino Levior, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. You indeed are your allies in Ilda. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may entertain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Oh, yes, that was not the cutscene I was expecting. I was for... I kind of... Okay. They're still in Ul'dah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. This is what I want. I was also very tempted to not play this today, even though Final Fantasy has been my Fantasy Fridays game, and just play Baldur's Gate. But I was like, no, this one's on the schedule. I already replaced one of the games this week. We didn't need to replace both. Rest assured, after stream, after taking a break from my screen, I will probably be going back to Baldur's Gate. So. Oh, no. Thanks, Alphino. Thanks. Thanks. Alright, I guess I will check. Excuse me. Gary. Edie, if I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more than you already have offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day. To tell the truth, a wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just at word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuff and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. And call on Ridera and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Okay. Alright. We can at least ensure that your people will not go hungry in the time of this mediation period. Don't want anybody... Don't. Refugees are people too. Human life has value. My, what a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. Nope, I did not. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. You and you little... There are some people who believe things that should not happen. If you're kind and try to help doesn't mean they're going to take advantage. Because they're people too. They want to... She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Mumudi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man that can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Oh, boy. You know, sometimes you have to feed them to give them the strength to do the things they need to do. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, I guess. There's just some people I don't understand. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Ugiri all is in hand. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Mamundi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Take care of each other, man. Lady Ugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Ugiri, for naught has been given. The small favor you won... That words. The small favor you fairly won with your words. and it is with words that you must win the favor of the syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us at the Royal Promenade. Ew. A pleasure. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Yep. Yep. The lilac dye. Okay. As you have observed, Lorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him. Not that the Domans are yet in need of aid. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Call of Flames. To the Hall of Flames. Oh, got somebody laying dead there. Blech. Dead. Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Uldal is not an option. Nor Limsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doban friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the greater nations. Menphilia. This is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be that are out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhaps, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands at a place between Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike which those you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages. The absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we will gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again, I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of existence. Look for me there anon. Okay, I guess we're gonna go over there. Ah. Ooh. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Going. Is that a chicken? Yeah, that's a chicken with a backpack. Okay. I forgot how ridiculous this game can be sometimes. Some wild glamours. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such a time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. He's so precious. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it in a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the service of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contact negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all, that has befallen these good people. It's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Ugiri. Let's put our heads together to settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Alright, sounds like a plan. Oh, I need to choose one, I guess. Which none of these are gonna work for me. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with the man named Hausen when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells me, it has been designated the leader of the first group. Inventory. We'll use that to take us to Vesper Bay. Might as well use them. No point we stop going then. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not like actually actively tired. Greetings, Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Well, you're good. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are the most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son, Yauzen. He can tell you more. Guess we gotta play a game of hide and seek with the children. Oh, hello there. I'm Yauzen, son of Hausen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Ugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Oh boy, kiddo. Hiding child. Hey, you're not Yoiz. Who are you? I'm Koharu. I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No. Scions! Scions! Then you must know Lady Ugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you. Hey, cool kid. Oh, okay. How'd you find me? Bah! Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe we're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Okay, there's one last child. I must find... There it is. Are you playing... no fair. Yauzen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horse-bird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yauzen says it's safe, I'll go. Okay. All the children have been found. I found all the children. Wonderful. All children are accounted. Hide and seek. Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Ugiri thought that at best the children know what to do in case a guardian found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are all prepared. In memory chest, they go into character. Recommended deer, yeah. You can add a new ring. Then we will save that as the way it is. Okay, chat with Alison again at long last. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homie, will be arriving in the first carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Okay, cool. Escort quest, eager to be off, are ya? Well, I will. I was meaning to have a word with you before that. Rumor from the Blades say we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerlia. Might be someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course. But I don't play the plan. But I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Yeah. Let's bring the bird back out. And my little guy. I'm gonna bring him out too. Hello. Looks like we're good. There. We shall head back. La, 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 la. Still too far away. Cool. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, madam, well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand by your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities prelude acts of daring do. Hmm. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Ah, we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Ellie, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To go wither the wild rose blooms. So, you like roses. I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilizations. Uh, it's a bustling outpost. You mean there's lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. When I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experience and adventure. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. All right, that's enough questions. That's not fair. Why does Yoazin get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We will protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Ellie and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Ellie and Lady Ugiri. We'll talk more in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Just hair. Okay. I don't mind the kids' questions. I really don't. They're precious. I like when kids ask questions. Where am I? Excuse me, I'm just here, I'm a little dog. Not this. Ah, Ellie, I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Sending, slaying, and aiming. We don't need any of those. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalin which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans a good steed for that which is to come. Safe travels. I see you, outlandish man. I see you, Nero. Not yet. Once we're there, I'll get there. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth and fineries off-putting. For though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slafborn. You may rest assured that we carry out your orders with due diligence. Not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slafborn, may this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet thee at Minfilia. Seven hells. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. Cool. Headed with our friend Slafborn. I always lose the Revenant's Toll, I'll be honest. I'm always losing it. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting your leader. We shall join you in the rising stones anon. Don't mind me. I'm drinking water, don't worry. Doing a lot of reading aloud requires a lot of water to be drinking. Oh, and we do have ads starting here soon. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from the game for a minute, and I will be back shortly after ads. Alright, and we are back, and welcome in, Amelia. Welcome, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to open the window. I got all the water, did all the things, but I forgot to open the window. It is hot in here. It is nice and cool outside. Give me some air. Ooh. Oh, cool it down. The problem is it's just this room and the rest of the house right now, because the bedroom might be hot too, but the living space with the kitchen is nice and cool currently because we haven't cooked anything, but also I've got my patio door open and it's really nice out right now. But like the airflow in this apartment is not very good. Plus this office, it's technically a 2-bedroom apartment, but we use the 1 bedroom as an office. I use the 1 bedroom as more like a craft-based office situation. It's got so many electronics in it. When I say so many electronics, it's currently just like it's got a few different ones. But currently the only one operating is my computer and like the screens and stuff attached to it. And that computer is generating the most heat in here. But I digress. Now going to the solar. Solar. I don't remember. Monfilia. Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Ryanje has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of what which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you are kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. Well, I played for a good 6, almost 7 hours yesterday with Baldur's Gate. And then I've spent a lot of time today playing Baldur's Gate. So, I technically now have 2 characters. One for stream, one for not. I mean, all the druids are dead in the stream version. And I met Raphael. So, a good 6 or 7 hours of gameplay. It was... I didn't want to stop. Ow. I didn't want to stop. And I hope the brute forcing console commands goes well. You know, eventually, maybe, that's possible. That's very possible. I have learned that even if you are playing the same, like, direction, you grab the same people, it can be wildly different. Be wildly different in the best possible of ways. I didn't want to stop playing it. I was late to stream today because I didn't want to put it down, and I kind of spaced it what time it was. And I didn't want to stop. I will say, while I have not gotten to Karlach in the stream character, the stream playthrough, in my personal playthrough, I have gotten to Karlach, and oh my god, she's got a heart of gold. She is so, like, she's got like this, like, oh my god, she is precious. All I gotta say. I'm excited to find out more of her backstory. She is the least, like, She is more likely to wholeheartedly trust everybody than anybody else. Like, she's still got her suspicions, but she doesn't come off as aggressively mean to anybody as far as yet. Outside of if they're trying to hurt her, then she gets mean. Even Will, she's like, hey, I just want to be friends. Can we not? Can we be friends? I just want friends. I ran away from home because it was terrible, and now I need friends. Can we be friends? She's the sweetest thing ever. Though I do understand why Asterion is a fan favorite. Yeah. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I would not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it is within our power to help them. You know, that's fair. I can also see why a lot of people don't care for him, but I do understand why he's a fan favorite. I haven't quite warmed up to him yet. Karlach, on the other hand, I love her already. She is the one character out of all the companions that I have met that I loved on onset. Lizelle and Shadowheart are both assholes. Will, I don't know what Will's deal is. Gale seems very fake. And Asterion seems aristocratically slimy. And I don't usually go for the archetype of the Karlach archetype. But she is endearing. Oh, and Scratch is adorable. Don't get me started on that puppers. That poor baby. Oh. Lady Ugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. I honestly almost didn't play this game, and I almost played Baldur's Gate on stream again. But I really couldn't well, technically it's my stream and I can do whatever I want. I didn't want to change it twice in a row. 2 days in a row I didn't want to change it. So I was like, plus I would like to get through the rest of Realm Reborn here. So that way we can get into Heaven's Ward, because there's some good story there. But I also am like, I don't want to burn myself out either. Because I could do that with a game. When I hyper focus, I burn myself out so fast. And I don't want to burn myself out because I'm enjoying it too much. Which is the other part of why I decided, I'm like, I'm going to take a break, play this game. I do enjoy this game. This is like one of my top 5 games, top 10 games. This is one of my favorite games. This is one of my favorite games. It's up there with Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, this one. Baldur's Gate may have jumped ahead of so many others. Oh. I know. I know. I am so excited to play it. We have no objections, pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Ophelia. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slaffborn, Lady Ugiri. Okay. Does Shadowheart get better? Because she's kind of an annoying prick. Okay, good. Good. Gale also just seems very... He's got like a facade, too. No, I don't want specifics. I just want to know if they get better. And no, you're all good. You're good. I just want to know, do they get less insufferable? Because right now, most of my party is insufferable. And I want to like them. I do. And oh my god, Lizelle and Shadowheart are like at each other's throat with their words all the time, and I'm like, girls, can we not? Lahamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Yustola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. I'm glad that they get better. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'd like to one day also play multiplayer with that. Not right now. I want to kind of play it and sink it in right now by myself. One of these days, I would like to do multiplayer. I have heard of Left 4 Dead 2, but I have not played Left 4 Dead. Do I have access to that though? I don't even know. I do. So on Steam, um I share we share our Steam libraries, and so he has the game, so I could play it. Um, but it's not a game that I particularly would gravitate towards. Um, but he definitely really really enjoys it. So he enjoys those kind of games. But I do know what it is. I have heard of it. I just have not played it. Oh no. He also picked up Elden Ring recently, so I feel like that's gonna be a fun one to try. Ah, well, I hope it cooperates a little bit more than it has been. Uh, yes, I've also so yeah, he purchased that. He's been playing that lately, but it's one of those games that I want to try, not because I know I'm going to be good at it, because I know I'm going to suck at it, but I want to prove somebody in my life who told me I wasn't going to like it. I wanted to prove them wrong so bad, but I was not willing to purchase the game in which to do that. Because Souls like game and I are not always compatico. But if he has the game, I want to at least give it a try. But I'm going through Baldur's Gate right now, so he also did pick up for me Expedition 33. I'm really excited to play it, but my system might not be is a little not ready for it. So we're going to. I will be trying my damnedest to play that at some point, but not right now with Baldur's Gate in my little sights. But yeah, I know Elden Ring is a very great game. It's an awesome game. Um, um, not particularly. Um, I know Palia just had a lot of updates recently, and I've been popping into there, but not anything particular games. Nothing new necessarily. like I'm aware that the Switch 2 is coming out and stuff, and I know there are other games coming out there. I've kind of oh, there's a Rune Factory 5, no 6. Rune Factory 6 is coming out or has already come out, which is another game that I was kind of excited for. But again, also I'm not particularly looking to get anything like strictly Nintendo these days. As much as I would love to, there has just been so much shenanigans surrounding the Switch 2 and all of the stuff, and I'm like, it's not worth it. The price of the console, not really worth it. I don't want to rent my console that I'm paying $500 for. I don't want to rent my games that I'm paying $80 to $90 for. No, I'm good. I'm good. And the thing is, while I may not be like a Nintendo content creator or a Nintendo any like I don't I have pretty much I have eh, how many consoles do I have? I have four Nintendo like Switch consoles. Um all of my old school consoles are Nintendo. I started my gaming journey as a child with Nintendo, and it breaks my heart that this is the direction they're going. Um, so I've kind of just, I wouldn't call it boycotting Nintendo so much as I just, yeah. So that's the kind of the game news that is currently on my radar outside of so that's kind of where I'm at in the game realm. As much as I want to play the new Mario Kart and the Donkey Kong, like, they look like fun games, but at what cost? Are there any other games on your radar? Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving the goal. Before we aught else, let us hasten to Limsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in... Ah... Another interesting game series that I have never played, but I have heard of. I think my hubby is likes those. Or I know there's somebody in my friend group too that likes somebody likes those. I know that. She will not have been idle in the intervening time and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Is that game already out or is it coming out? I feel like that one has not come out yet. What? I don't know enough about the Borderlands. Which games have coming out, which ones haven't. Oh, okay. Well, my intuition did not fail me there. That's coming out on Netflix, isn't it? I think the first one came out on Netflix. I have not seen that show. Oh, Prime. That actually tracks, but actually that tracks. Prime typically has um, access to a lot more of the grittier stuff. And knowing what the game that it is based off of, Fallout, that's a that's a that's a show the game that is should not be taken lightly for the subject matter. That direction. Okay. Oh no, that's the going to Limsa. I have not. It's funny. A lot of the games, like the Borderlands, Fallout, Left 4 Dead, are games that my friends have played, and they all seem to enjoy them, but I have not played them. Not that I don't have access to like this Space Marines game too. Like all those styles of games my husband's played, everybody that I know for the most part, all of my, I hate to put it this way because like I've got another friend who she plays mostly like Sims and Cozy and like historical style games. And then all my dude friends play things like the Fallout, the Oblivion, the Left 4 Dead, all of those kind of games. And I don't call them dude friends lightly. And I know, like, I'm well aware that a plenty of like all genders play those games. It just happens to be in my area. Those are the kind of people that play those types of games, and it's not that I don't want to necessarily. Like, one, they just haven't like interested me. I don't like games. I don't like shooty games or zombie games. It has really. I just struggle with those kind of things. But I do understand how important they are to gaming history and just gaming culture, and I know how well loved they are. So, I wish I did like those kind of games because I know, like, because I do have so many friends who really like them. Welcome, friends. I take it your Stola has apprised you of the situation. Let us not waste time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagins had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless. Oh, excuse me. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when the Titan last walked these lands. Lady Menphilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will only but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Maelstrom scouts are currently. This word's escaping me right now. Connoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsus spawning grounds. What's the difference between the arcade version? Is it like the mobile app version, like for mobile phones version? The new Hello Kitty Island Adventure started as a mobile game before it jumped into the PC world. So is it like upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point in Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Walfrida has charged the garrison. Words are hard right now. Why? Why? I don't know. Don't understand why words are so hard right now. I've been expecting you, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. We want casting. Place that in. Cool. Ah. So it had a lot of neat features, and that's what bright. That's cool. I missed the trash can with the water bottle. It's all good. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Nice. That's really cool. That's an interesting combo. A very interesting combo. With a Wii and a mouse. That seems odd. But that sounds like could be really fun. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, I must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion. If they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Oh, that is cool. That's a that's a pretty that would be a pretty long trip to get there. Even for me. Dang. I wish arcades there were more arcades still. I wish they didn't die. Like I know that there's still like a few operating arcades in the country, but like why I want to go to an arcade. I want an arcade locally here. I that would be nice. The best I got are the ones you gamble at. And I don't want to gamble with real money. Welcome in, Ren. Thank you for redeeming your daily book. Oh, and a posture check. And a stretch. Alrighty. Oh, and hydrate. All of the above. Okay, we stretch and posture. Ooh, that feels good. Okay. Yeah, I envy Japan too. Yeah, care package delivery. Oh, which is very important. It's very hot in my room right now. It's very hot in here. Got the window and the fans blowing. It is hot. I blame you. I blame you, sexy beast. I love you, but you create a lot of heat. Hi, baby girl. I didn't realize you came in here. Hi. Hey, Uncle Pixie. Alright. Yeah, I do envy Japan with their arcade culture. I'd like to just go walk around the corner and go do some like crane game machines because those are my favorite things in an arcade. But like there are so many things in arcades that are really fun. Okay, where are we going to go? We have to go find the reconnaissance team. Which I'm pretty sure here. Help somebody of all times to forget the restorative. Here. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by serpent reavers, lightly armed as we are. We didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the serpent's tongue. I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright. I don't have high hopes for your friends, but okay. I'm sorry to say I do not have high hopes for your friends there. I don't want to join the... There it is. Here it is. You shall not pass. I'll bring back their corpses. I have so many little fun creatures following me. I've got a little puppers, a little bunny glowy thing, and a bird. Okay. Let's go back. Oh my god. It is hot here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not fighting nobody right now. I can fly. You have returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what become of the others? Error, have some corpses. Dear gods. Ah, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they've gone too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive. And for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Nope, none of those are things I can use. Ooh. Thrice-damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind to be on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count me on... Words. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aether Site in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless at that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aether Site and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hope of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Ellie and Yustola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Yustola and Ellie. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aether Site, accompanied by Lady Manfilia as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! To battle! When last did we fight side by side? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. the door. I do need to come down this little area over here. Oops, wrong direction. Yippee, guys. I want to come and give you some fun stuff there. Do do. Oh, hello. Okay, off we go to the next. Myself heat out. Heal a little bit. Ethan, thank you. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Go through the final checkpoint. Where is the final checkpoint? Excuse me. Oh, there it is. Right there. Yeah. Have a good sleep or whatever you're doing. Yeah. I have a good. I just try not to die over here. Damnable bird is not helping right now. Damnable bird is supposed to be healing me. I love you, but damnable bird. There's your Stola. Oh, look. Canyon. Oh, that means I can give him more skills. Yes. Cool. I need you to be a little bit of a better healer, Emmett. Little birdie. Now we'll talk to you, Stula. Now we'll talk to you, Stula! Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the aether sight is close at hand. Let us press on. Thancred. Not those. I don't know, it's still pretty elegant, man. Alright, to the Aetherite we go. It's the Admiral. Yep. Well, that's an angle. He's just gonna keep coming back, Admiral. Oh yeah, I think it's this fight. Damn. Well, we're fighting the Leviathan now. To be fair, I was expecting this at some point. I forgot where it was, but I was kind of expecting it at some point. So, but yeah, we're fighting him now. I understand. Understood. I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in seven hells are we to prevent it? Nice in the armory chest. No, we go back into. Okay. On our plight cries out for action. We must take thought. As long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our first fleet is second to none. Of that you may be sure, but Lyman herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwork of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay. I am going to be right back. Just a moment. All right. I am back. We gotta head back to Limsa. We're gonna just pop over to Limsa. Oof. See to the command room. Oh, isn't that what we did with? Seems we have our work cut out for us. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sounds like a plan. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they those itches walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? Message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by his claim. And even should it be true, it is as Ystola said. None save the company of heroes have bested the Leviathans, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we don't know already? And yet, having wagered limbs of survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield any matter of advantage, we should not hear it. Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claim. Seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning idleness. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosha. The storm private sent to question him should already be in vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Okay. Go. Who's we? Going up this way. There it is. I think I know who this full is. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after I carry these sacks of grains over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over the mill, and also before... Anyway. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. Do you hear me complaining? Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Trachiclum ain't a generous soul. Now pick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modesty, besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can? Ahem. The tale of Trachiclum's epic victory over the dread primal Lebeatus. Now, Lebeatus, huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as the members long. That's no mean feat, let me tell ya. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Lebeatus, but you've got to let it learn to live with, and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It was just enjoying the attention, is all. I take it back, everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no more raider. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble, and that don't happen much. My member's tiny. It's pathetic. Sure as hell didn't fight Lebeatus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a few years back when I was working at a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering around the harbor when I saw it. A great big mess of sea serpents, some malms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it. Cannons firing. It was so bloody scared, I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh gods, just remembering the day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're asking after Lebeatus, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't ya? Well, take care. He really is terrible, dreadful, I tell ya. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. This is Menphilia. Were you able to learn aught to use against Leviathan? Beg your pardon? Leviabetus? I see. That's unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. Twin vessels are now complete. We await you at Morbay dry docks. Pray make your way there as soon as you are able. That little stinking bastard. Again. Get out of the house. It'd just be easier to do this. I I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater, I call her, is complete. And she surpasses my expectations. In addition to her prestigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am one to tempt fate. Yep. The Whirl Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Alright. I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whirl Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she is capable. She's been fitted with our friends at Natink and Vimeli's are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of its hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you will need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come by Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Yastola, I would have you assist this effort. If it is so, to fulfill its purpose, your divisionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Yastola, if you would join the Third Levy and Lady Ugari the Fifth. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments, and add a few words of my own. I know that we all have the utmost faith in you. May the crystal bless and keep you. The Whirl Eater. Oh, also there is no way to play without other people. Okay. Well, just gonna be what it is. Up to, looks like it's got. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This actually might be. Excuse me. Mainly because looks like it's got a pretty hefty wait time, being a DPS, being this late at night as well. I don't want to have you guys sit and wait for me to play this. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night now. I will be back on Sunday. I think. Yeah. So I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night, day, whatever it is that you are doing right now. Have a wonderful time. And I will see you again on Sunday. And bye.